Hello traders, Gary Wagner here. Just before 11 o'clock in Honolulu, 5 o'clock in New York. It is Wednesday, November the 7th, 2018, and this is the Daily Report for gold and silver. With U.S. equities about to close and close with substantial gains today, we do have the precious metals higher across the board, although they are well off of the intraday highs. Gold hit a high in trading overseas last night of $12.38. It's currently at $12.27.10, putting it up about 80 cents on the day. Silver exhibiting some gains of about 5.5 cents at $14.55. Platinum gaining about $5 and is trading at $876.70. But it is palladium that is moving substantially higher, up $24 at $1,119.50. Now, the entire complex is gaining some tailwinds from a lower U.S. dollar, currently down about 22 points at 95.90. And with about 5 minutes to go in U.S. equities, they are exhibiting a substantial rally. Dow up well over 500 points, over 26,000 at 26,144 and change. Standard & Poor's exhibiting a 2% gain at 2812, and the NASDAQ Composite gaining almost 2.5% at 7,559. Well, traders, we do have gold trading higher on the day, currently up about $1.30, $12.27.50. It's the high that's most interesting because that was sitting at $1,238. The market, in response to the results of the midterm election last night, when it was realized that the Democrats took over the House of Representatives and the Republicans maintained their staunch control of the Senate. The fact of the matter is we saw a weakening U.S. dollar and we saw the precious metals take off. However, as the markets moved into the United States, it was a risk-on environment that pushed gold pricing. As you can see, I have just pulled up the Dow Jones Industrial Average. We have been closed now for about 15 minutes, and the net gain today on the Dow is about 545 points. We're back over 26,000 at 26,180. Now, while that was a net increase of just over 2%, the real winner was the NASDAQ Composite, because the NASDAQ Composite actually gained 2.6%, almost 200 points at 75.66. And that certainly curtailed any kind of strong upside move in gold. However, when we look at the precious metals complex and consider the metals that are highly utilized in industry, such as platinum and palladium and silver to some extent, we can see that they fared much better. We are looking at a daily palladium chart. This, of course, in candlestick format. Palladium up $23.70, $1,119. Now, the key to looking at current pricing is that we are in all-time record territory, the highest close on record, and we'd have to go by this green candle here, and we can see matches what we saw a couple of days ago, and is just about $1 shy of current pricing. I believe it's $1,120. Past that puts us completely in uncharted territory, because even back in 2000 and 2001, when palladium ran, it did not run to this price point. I believe the highest price then was about $1,050. So palladium is absolutely a runaway freight train that continues to gain value. Now, silver had a respectable gain, but silver has been really caught in a sideways trading range, and unlike the other precious metals, silver pricing has only moved above the shortest term 50-day moving average, because if you recall from our gold chart, that is now tracking above the 100-day moving average, and palladium is above the 50, 100, and 200-day moving averages. And traders, as has been the case for the last 6 months, much of the moves that we witness in the precious metals pricing is dollar strength or weakness related. We have recently seen some weakness come into the market. Today is no exception. The dollar index is down about 0.2% and has just broken below a former level of support at about 95.90. That's the 50% retracement. And when we look at different levels of potential support, we have to look at our moving averages right here. The green is our short-term 50-day moving average. The blue is our 100-day moving average. So our next level of support, if the dollar continues to drift to lower pricing, which I imagine that it will, we can look for some stability at around 94.99 to 95.17. Traders, it's now been roughly a day since the conclusion of the midterm elections. And although the Democrats were able to take the House of Representatives in terms of dominance, we still saw the equities markets rally and rally intensely and strong. We saw gold move up and move up in a moderate fashion, only to sell off and close closer to the lows rather than the highs. I think the key is going to be how the dollar reacts to this new change over the next couple of weeks. I am looking for gold and palladium to track higher. Maintain your current long position in gold as well as your stop. This has been Gary Wagner, wishing you as always good trading. We'll talk to you tomorrow for another daily update and review. Bye-bye.